All right, everyone, welcome back to Kenny's Punchline Podcast. Today, we're diving into a theory that's been rattling around my brain like a loose screw in a washing machine. What if identical twins, and even triplets, are actually nature's super efficient way of sharing the contents of one single soul across multiple vessels? Because, let's be honest, sometimes one body just isn't enough for all that spiritual energy, you know?
Jack, I love you, but you always come up with these ideas that make me spill my coffee. One soul, multiple bodies? Are we talking about some kind of spiritual load balancing, like a server farm for consciousness?
Oh, but Jill, think about it. It makes so much sense. We hear all these stories about twin telepathy, or how they finish each other's sentences, or even feel each other's pain from miles away. Maybe it's not telepathy at all. Maybe it's just one soul experiencing things through two different sets of eyes and ears.
Exactly, Patsy. It's like a distributed network for consciousness. Imagine one soul trying to operate two bodies simultaneously. Okay, body A, you go get the milk. Body B, you finish writing that novel. It explains the synchronicity, doesn't it? It's not magic, it's just multitasking at a soul level.
So, when one twin decides they really fancy a pineapple pizza, the other twin suddenly has an inexplicable craving for Hawaiian? That would be inconvenient, especially if they're on different diets.
No, I think it's more profound than pizza cravings. Think about those stories where twins, separated at birth, end up living eerily similar lives. Same jobs, same hobbies, even marrying people with the same name. How do you explain that? Is it just genetics, or is the soul trying to live out its preordained path across all its available outlets?
Patsy's on fire. It's like the soul has a life blueprint, and it's trying to execute that blueprint, regardless of which body it's primarily focusing through at any given moment. Maybe one body is the main console and the others are remote terminals, or perhaps it's a truly shared experience, like a multiplayer game where you're all playing as the same character, just from different perspectives.
Okay, so if it's one soul, what happens when one of them, passes away? Does the other twin suddenly get a spiritual download? Does their personality double?
That's a really good, albeit somber question, Jill. Maybe the soul just retracts its essence from that vessel, and the remaining twin feels a profound sense of loss, not just of a sibling, but of a part of their own very being. It explains the intensity of that grief, doesn't it?
It adds a whole new layer to the concept of grief, for sure. Imagine half your soul just leaving, and the remaining body, the surviving twin, carries the full weight of that now consolidated soul. Maybe that's why many surviving twins describe feeling incomplete, like a piece of them is missing, because literally a piece of their soul's vessel is gone.
That's actually a beautiful, if heartbreaking, way to look at it. So, conversely, when they're born, the soul splits. Is it like a big bang for the soul? Does it feel a sudden, whoa, I'm everywhere moment?
Oh, imagine the confusion. Wait, I have 2 feet, no 4 feet, no 6 feet. For triplets, that would be even wilder. It's like the universe saying, this soul is too powerful, too magnificent for just one human container. We need backup.
Or maybe the soul is just incredibly efficient. Why waste a perfectly good soul on one body when you can get a 2-for-1 or even a 3-for-1 deal? It's the spiritual equivalent of buying in bulk consciousness.
I'm just picturing this soul getting assigned its mission statement and then realizing it's got 3 different babies to pilot. Right, so, Patsy, you're the creative one, Jack, you're the philosophical one, and I, Jill, will be the one keeping you both grounded and occasionally rolling my eyes.
Hey, that's a fair point, though. Maybe the soul, in its infinite wisdom, diversifies its investments. It assigns slightly different roles or expressions to each vessel, so while the core essence is the same, the outward manifestation might vary a little to get the most out of the human experience.
That makes so much sense. It's not that the twins aren't individuals, it's that they're individual expressions of a singular soul, like different branches of the same tree, reaching for the sun in their own unique ways, but all drawing from the same root system. It explains why they have their own personalities but also that uncanny underlying connection.
So, you're saying my brother and I, as non-twins, each have our own completely separate souls? Because honestly, sometimes I question whether he has one at all, given some of his life choices.
Well, Jill, that's a whole other podcast episode. But yes, for us singletons, the theory would be that we get the full, undivided, unpartitioned soul experience. No spiritual sharing, no divided attention from the cosmic pilot.
Which, let's be honest, can feel like a lot sometimes. Maybe twins and triplets have it easier in a way. They always have someone else who just gets it, because that it is literally part of the same spiritual operating system.
True, I always wondered if I'd feel less alone if I had a twin. If there was someone out there who instinctively understood my inner monologue without me having to explain anything. That shared soul concept does make it sound a bit less lonely, doesn't it?
Absolutely. It's an incredible bond, almost like having a built-in soulmate from day one. Or two, or three, it's not just a sibling, it's a cosmic counterpart. It elevates the relationship beyond just family to something truly ethereal.
And it also explains the deep, deep sense of identity some twins struggle with. Am I me, or am I half of us? If you're a single soul expressed across two bodies, then the you is inherently tied to the us. It's a beautiful, complex dance of individuality and unity.
So, if a soul needs multiple bodies, does that imply some souls are just bigger? More expansive? Or maybe the universe just had an overstock of incredibly vibrant souls and thought, let's see how many vessels we can get this one into.
I like the overstock idea, Jill. Picture the cosmic warehouse, a celestial sales event. Buy one soul, get the second vessel free. Or perhaps certain souls simply have a bigger mission, a grander story to tell, and require more hands on deck, or rather, more feet on the ground to fully realize their potential.
That's an inspiring thought. Maybe these multi-vessel souls are the ones destined to make a huge impact, to experience life in a richer, more diverse way. Think of the collective wisdom, the shared experience. It's like having a built-in focus group for your own life choices.
Yeah, hey other me, does this haircut look good on us? Nah, I think we should go for something a bit edgier. Imagine the internal debates. Soul, you really want to eat that entire tub of ice cream through both bodies right now? Yes, Jill, we do. It's been a long week.
It also brings a new perspective to free will, doesn't it? If the soul is the ultimate driver, how much of that shared destiny is truly predetermined by the soul's blueprint, and how much are the individual vessels able to diverge? That's the fascinating tension.
Right. Are the vessels merely puppets, or do they have their own mini-consciousnesses that contribute to the whole? Maybe the soul sets the general direction, the grand narrative, and the individual bodies get to improvise the details, adding their own flavor to the shared experience. It's collaborative storytelling at its finest.
I guess that would explain why identical twins aren't always identical in personality or choices, despite those incredible similarities. There's room for improvisation, for individual growth, but always with that underlying soulful connection acting as a sort of baseline.
Precisely. The soul is the melody, and the individual twins are the unique instruments playing that melody. Same tune, different timbre, different nuances. And when they harmonize, that's when you see that truly magical twin bond, that undeniable resonance.
So if you know any twins or triplets, maybe give them an extra nod of appreciation. They're not just siblings, they might be living out a cosmic experiment in shared consciousness, navigating the world with a spiritual partner or two, always by their side. It's a pretty profound thought when you really think about it.
And next time you see a twin, just imagine the soul in there, doing its best to manage multiple limbs and brains at once. It's probably exhausted. Give them a break.
Or give them a high five. They're proof that connection, even at the deepest, most spiritual level, is not only possible but sometimes even multifaceted. It's truly inspiring to consider the depth of their shared journey.
Absolutely. It's a beautiful way to look at the unique bond of multiples, adding a touch of cosmic wonder to what many see as just a biological anomaly. So, to all the twins, triplets, and beyond out there, keep shining your shared light, and to everyone else, keep wondering, keep exploring these wild ideas with us.